On this episode of the Shiplabi Show,
I think whether you like Joe Biden, whether you hate him, I think you'd want to see the president succeed, do its best for the country, whether or not you think he's going to do that or not. Again, your opinion. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Shiplabi Show. This episode is just going to be a recap of everything that's been happening recently. Lots of interesting stuff is happening, as well as a few updates for some stuff happening here at Shiplabi Studios, as well as on the Shiplabi Show. So be sure to sit back and get ready for this episode. I'm going to start out by, here in America, I know a lot of my viewers, listeners, are from the United States, some other countries, but mainly the United States. And earlier this week, we have a new president. I don't want to get political on this show. Obviously, this is my show, so my opinions will come out on certain things. But I don't want to exclude anybody in terms of making a big divide in my audience. But I think whether you like Joe Biden, whether you hate him, I think you'd want to see the president succeed, do its best for the country, whether or not you think he's going to do that or not. Again, your opinion. Be sure to let me know what your opinion is down below in the comments. I think that's something you could say about any president, Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever it is. I think you'd want to see them do what's best for the country and uphold the Constitution and all that good jazz. So it'll be interesting to see how President Biden handles some of the major issues in terms of COVID-19 and just, again, like stimulus check and stuff. And that's pretty much all we're going to get into with that. Because I do want to stay objective. I don't want to be super biased. Again, I have bias. I'm not saying I don't. That's just something that everyone has bias. So that's what I'm just going to say with that. That being said, I do plan on making a sort of more news show. Not necessarily this format, something like that. That is going to be more in the format that you would see like on the news. It's going to be a lot more serious, a lot more in-depth research in terms of finding stories and different things. Like here on this show, when I'm interviewing someone, we're talking about a certain topic, or even right now, what I'm doing is just very glancing, looking at the stuff, looking at some articles, doing some research. But when I say like news, it's going to be more of a much more formal, a lot of stuff development in the works. I'm going to be hiring a couple people because that's the other thing too is Shiplabi Studios is going to have a magazine. I don't know if it's going to be every week, every month. We'll see. Really getting that out there. That's going to take a lot of time and effort, as well as I want it to be good. I want it to be objective. Again, don't want to take sides on things because I think a lot of stuff in the mainstream media it's very biased, and obviously I have bias. I'm going to keep saying that a million times. But with that, I think that we at Shiplabi Studios can do that better. Some more information about either working for Shiplabi Studios. The team is definitely expanding. I have very big ambitions for my company and for the future of Shiplabi Studios, so definitely be on the lookout for that in terms of writing articles or being an investigator, journalist, person like that, especially here in my community as well as around the nation and different things. I'm still not exactly sure I want to take it, but I think there's something I can do with that, and I hope you guys are on board. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Also, what's really exciting is the me posting every single week. I've been sticking to that. I'm planning on sticking to that. Even amidst earlier today, I recorded an episode with my friend, and it didn't really turn out how I wanted it to. And I think maybe a year ago I would have released it. But now that I think about it, well, not just now that I think about it, I say that, but I don't want to be. Now that I'm an actual company and I want to be putting out good content. And last couple episodes I've done, they haven't really gone up to the standard that I wanted to. But that being said, I've got to keep myself accountable. One, being consistent. The last couple of videos, podcast episodes have been extremely, extremely awesome. In terms of the guests I've had on, and guests, and you guys watching every episode, replying the comments. I see them all. They're awesome. That's really motivating to me. Kind of like what I was talking about with Antonio and Tony the Funky. I can't remember if I'm referring to my friends like by their name or their username or whatever. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys doing that kind of stuff. It is really helpful both to me and to the team I'm building here. And a lot of that's one of the things I'm trying to decide with the new show is because it's gonna be tied in with the magazine that we're creating here at Shiplabi Studios, and with that, I want the I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it on YouTube or it would be just exclusive to shiplabistudios.com, because I like using YouTube because it's good, it has a big platform, I can reach people. That being said, I do want stuff that's exclusive only to my website. And I think that show would be free. That's something I want to keep because it's news based and stuff. But I'm still trying to decide if it's going to be just my website or on YouTube and other stuff as well, because on the one side, stuff on my website is exclusive, and there have been some problems with YouTube. I know a lot of creators have had that problem, and also I kind of want people coming to my website, because if I can build an audience on my website as well as on YouTube, if we ever leave a YouTube and are only exclusively on my website, shiplabistudios.com, I think that will be better in terms of my company, at least, because I do plan on not being on YouTube forever. I want to, at some point, it's probably gonna be a couple years from now. I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but the Shiplabi Show and all that stuff is gonna be just on the website instead of on YouTube. And with that, also, we're also developing here at Shiplabi Studios our own app that's gonna be coming out soon. I want to say soon, but that's gonna be a lot easier for when, let's say, a lot more original content, other podcasts, and again, like news shows, movies, TV shows. Got a lot of stuff in the works. Takes a lot of time and effort. So I really do appreciate the patience, and even with this show that you guys have been showing, it's really awesome. So I just been really kind of rambling on there, and we'll get to the next story. Okay, so another story is SpaceX, Elon Musk's space company. They're apparently going to launch 100 satellites on their Falcon 9 rocket on Saturday. So that's pretty interesting. I know Elon Musk is doing a lot of stuff in terms of space and electric cars and everything that Elon Musk for. So that's an interesting thing that's happening. I'm really interested to see what Elon Musk is going to be doing. I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about that stuff in terms of on the Shiplabi Show and the new show. That'll be really cool. And I think it's interesting. He surpassed his net worth, surpassed Jeff Bezos, I think a week or so ago. Whenever that happened, I don't remember when it happened, but that's really interesting to see. And with that, due to his Tesla stock, a lot of people think that that's not going to last forever, just because of how many Teslas that are been made. But so that's something interesting to look at, to see. And yeah. Another thing too is recently I've got to recommend on Netflix, Cobra Kai. I've been watching that. I watched it when it was on YouTube Red, or YouTube Premium, whatever YouTube's thing was, wherever it was originally. First 2 seasons, saw that, watched it, and then a third season coming out on the 1st of January, a couple weeks ago. Watched it all in like immediately after it came out. I really recommend it. You should watch it, especially someone who's a fan of the Karate Kid movies. And I'm especially if not, well, me obviously I'm only 19, but if you if you're older, and you were around younger when those movies came out, or even not, that's a good nostalgia for that kind of stuff. Really good music, really good acting, interesting story. I think one thing I like about it is how interesting the characters are in terms of, for example, the main character. Well, I don't say main character, but at least from the beginning, first season, there's a big view on the way Johnny Lawrence sees things. I think that's interesting to see him as like a person, and that he is flawed. But there's some good moments too. Same with Daniel, because obviously Daniel is the protagonist in the Karate Kid films, and seeing his side of things and in the show, giving him more depth and saying like, okay, maybe he's not the most perfect guy. So I really recommend that. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. That'll be pretty awesome. Yeah. So I know we didn't really talk about a lot on this episode. Again, just trying to get stuff out every week. A lot more time and effort is going to be coming into making these episodes. If you want to be on the Shiplabi Show, go to shiplabistudios.com and then tap on Shiplabi content. And then on the Shiplabi Show page, there's a form you can fill out, or you can actually send me a DM on Facebook or Instagram, or on my personal account if you have that. So yeah, that's all. We're going to talk about that today. I know this episode was quite short. It wasn't very long. But that's all. It doesn't have, not every episode has to be super long. I know it ranges from, like, whatever length this episode is. I think it's less than 20 minutes, but, that's okay because I just want to make sure I'm putting out the best content that I can. Yeah. So, a lot of stuff, comments below. Tell me what you thought about this episode, as always. Also, let me know a Netflix show or show that you're interested in, or what you would recommend people watch. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks you guys so much for watching, listening to these episodes. Again, ShiplabiStudios.com, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all that good jazz. I think it's just, I'm really excited to see how this goes, and yeah, bye.